Vaping-related illnesses have risen once again to more than 2,050 cases. Some of those are right here in central Wisconsin.
And as federal public health agencies continue to search for the cause, News 9's Chase McNamara is digging deeper into the crisis.
There are plenty of rumors around what's behind the current vaping epidemic, but federal and local agencies are still hesitant to pinpoint what's making people sick. Since vaping deaths made headlines, the investigation has caused confusion, disrupted an industry, and led some to ignore calls to stop vaping altogether, for better or worse. Even a decade after it's become mainstream, it's still causing plenty of debate, in particular, its popularity with youth. And as concerns grow, so does the impact.
Across the industry, sales are down anywhere between 50 to 80%.
It began with a few isolated cases of vaping patients visiting emergency rooms in Milwaukee. They complained of shortness of breath, chest pain, nausea, doctors even finding fluid in their lungs.
And causes a sort of chemical drowning to occur.
Wisconsin Health Services has been on the front lines.
With this investigation, it really has gone much broader.
The current count shows 87 cases confirmed or probable in Wisconsin, with another 15 under investigation. And that includes counties right here in central Wisconsin, like Portage, Marathon, and Adams. Nationally, it's worse. Nearly 2,000 sick, with 37 dead. The reaction was immediate. Healthcare agencies sounding an alarm to avoid all vaping products. Health professionals say they were shocked by the illnesses.
Respiratory failure, they're going to come in, they can't breathe, they can't exchange oxygen.
With everything happening so quickly, they didn't know what to expect.
It makes it scary for everybody.
New studies report the majority of these vaping illness cases involved THC, the psychoactive ingredient in marijuana. Studies found black market vaping cartridges filled with THC oils and often mixed with chemicals like vitamin E acetate. All of this unregulated, considered unsafe, and possibly containing heavy metals.
They don't know what they're inhaling.
But the packaging suggests something entirely different.
This packaging will be purchased off the internet. It will go under a host of different names. And when people buy it from dealers or their friends, they don't know what product it is that they're using.
Wausau police say illegal vapes are not a big city issue.
It is prevalent. We are seeing it.
It's here, in our backyard. The department reports confiscating hundreds of cartridges this year alone.
We've definitely seen an uprise this year especially.
Including a violent incident that happened right here in Wausau back in July, involving a minor, a gun, and a THC cartridge.
Really, there's no age boundary. Unfortunately, these things are really easy to get.
Through the headlines, the vaping industry believes they've been caught in the crosshairs.
We've even had reports from shop owners saying that they have customers of theirs who've been regular customers for the past few years, and they've actually walked into their shop, walked up to the counter, lit up a cigarette, and said, "You lied to us," and then walked out.
And believe they have similar goals of health officials to help break away from addiction and prevent sickness.
If I had never found vaping, I'd still be smoking to this day.
Believing if done properly, it can be safe.
There's going to be people that are trying to cut corners somewhere and, somewhere along the line. And it's just, people just need to know. They need to know where to get a good product.
But health professionals still can't rule out nicotine products being to blame. According to the CDC, some of those who became sick reported only using nicotine products.
The safest thing is clearly not to use electronic cigarettes or vaping. Whether that's safer than smoking cigarettes is a debatable question.
But many that vape believe it's not the case and feel the reports are just another hurdle the industry has faced.
I'm still vaping to this day. I have no intentions of quitting either.
A growing debate likely to continue as officials struggle to find answers. The investigation into vaping-related illnesses continues. Every week, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services updates its numbers. If you'd like to read them for yourself, we'll have a link on our website, waow.com. In the newsroom, Chase McNamara, News 9, WAOW.